Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Ishika Mahela, and yeah, it had been a long day today because it was raining and all. So yeah, the day just did not go with my how I wanted it to be. I had to skip two classes because it was raining and I just couldn't go in the rain. So it was not a good start of the day. So today I would like to show you two books. I would talk about two books that I did not really enjoy in the month of July. I read quite a good amount of books in July, but they were like very short reads. So that is also why I was able to finish more books this month. Alright, so yeah, here are two books that I would be talking about. The first one is Anthem by Ayn Rand. So, Anthem is actually not a bad book. I would not call it a bad one. Alright, but the thing is that the philosophy of this book, the concept was revolving around individuality, and we had to, we were relating to the plot, but it was hard for me to comprehend that the characters in the book were also relating to the plot. I mean, there is this concept that there were no singular pronouns but collective pronouns. Alright, so the use of we, them, they, that was in use instead of I or you. Alright, so that was the case to strip away the individuality of people. The first question that arose was how do these people know that we are collective pronouns, like we, us, they? That is a collective pronoun. How do they know if they have never ever heard of a singular pronoun, So that just did not kind of make sense. But yeah, maybe it was mostly written for the readers instead of the characters. And there was this beautiful part where the things changed, and for the book and also for me, it is chapter number 11 where the equality something something, I think 7 5 7 2 5 2 1 equality 7 dash 2521. He found out about the singular pronouns and all. He found out about the books and all, and he said, I am, I think, I will. My hands, my spirit, my sky, my forest, the earth of mine. What must I say besides? These are the words. This is the answer. These words are actually very powerful, in my opinion, but they do lack something. Alright, the plot was nice, the philosophy was nice, but then it just did not, speak to me during the end of the book, because equality got the individuality, and he got that epiphany of something. But what about Liberty, his love interest, apparently? What about her? She just stayed with him to be his lover and to be mother of his children. That's all. Alright, there was no individuality in her whatsoever at the end, but she remained a mother, and that was even the society, the dystopian society that they were living in. They did not treat men and women like superior or inferior. Alright, they were keeping men and women in the same, suffrage, that they have to suffer same. They were not different, no one was superior, nothing else was going on. But suddenly, when this man, he found out about the individuality, about the personal pronouns and all, he suddenly went off and talked about the girl that he named Gaia later. I mean, why couldn't she choose her own name at least? Alright, that was also shitty, to be honest. And also, there was a part when he was talking about, children, and instead of, like, let me speak it out to you. Here, then here, on this mountain top, with the world below me and nothing above me but the sun, I shall live my own truth. Gaia is pregnant with my child. Our son will be raised as a man. He will be taught to say I and to bear the pride of it. He will be taught to walk straight and on his own feet. He will be taught reverence for his own spirit. I mean, I don't know where this patriarchal thing came to him, but maybe he read mostly classics. So, yeah, he read Greek mythology and all that stuff. So, maybe it all came to him. Well, to be honest, now, the thing about classics and this mythology and this absolute, these are the perfect classics book is that you do not realize how much it caters to men most of the time. Mythology also, if you see, women do not really hold that much of accountable, like that much of uh, individuality, you can say, or that much of power. All right, they do not even have the power to have individuals to bear an individuality. I'm sorry. Okay, I mean, women were written in that time like how the women were in society. The situation of women was not as good as situation of men, or as we have right now. All right, so maybe that is why, or I don't know, you have to think about it. Classics are not perfect books. All right, I read a lot of classics. There is a whole section of classics. I read classics, all right, but you have to, acknowledge the fact that women are not in the same position as men are in classics. Okay, and most of the time, women are actually shown much, much inferior. Women are most of the, like, let us take examples of Haruki Murakami. I love Haruki Murakami. Many people love Haruki Murakami. He is a phenomenal writer, but the way he writes women is just not it. All right, and that is what it is, right? You can be an amazing writer, but you have to cater to other than one gender. All right, and that is the thing that happened to this book, is that it talked about individuality, but it only talked about individuality of a man. Where was the individuality of the woman? And yeah, I know many of you will be like, no, uh, that is not the case. Motherhood is also, yes, motherhood is beautiful, but where is her voice? All right, there is no voice of her whatsoever. There was no character development of her whatsoever. Only the part where she ran away after him to just confess her love. That was kind of very not it for me. Alright, and also if you're talking about that this is not a misogynistic view, then why is this guy talking about our son but my child? Why is he only talking about the son and all? And if you think that this is the part where he just assumed that it is a son, it is just his first child and all. In later part also, yeah, here it is. Here on this mountain, I and my sons, my chosen friends, shall build our new land and our fort, and it will become as the heart of the earth, lost and hidden at first, but beating louder each day. Alright, here also he talks about sons, and then and my brothers and the councils of my brothers will hear of it, but they will be important against me. I mean, I don't understand about it. And also he was just after this he started making decisions about his friends as well. All right, not just Gaia but others too, and that just wasn't it for me. I mean, uh, if we are talking about individuality, if the philosophy is about individuality, then why is there only individuality for this one man? And I have seen like many people love this book. I read some of the very beautiful reviews, and I do agree with them. Alright, but the main question for me was that if the philosophy is about individuality, then why are we keeping other people out of that? Why are we making this one man a leader, and why are we making the girl? The girl is not, a very timid, Alright, she is brave. Okay, she ran away from that dystopian society, and that was not easy. Okay, so why are we just belittling her to being just a mother of his sons? Alright, and he does talk about my son. Okay, at the end of the day, there is no us, there is just my son, not our son, our child, my son. Why is there just a son? Why are there not daughters? Why is he not using the word child? Okay, and the girl, the son is not born yet, and yet he is talking about him as he knows that it would be a son, and he wants it to be son. See, this was a good start, I would give it that. Okay, and loved the philosophy, but it just did not, it was not executed properly. That is what I want to say. If it was executed properly and in better way, then I would have loved it more. Yeah, that is all about this book, and I do plan to read Ayn Rand's more books in future, because she is a philosopher and we need to read more of women philosophers. And apart from her, I would really like to explore more philosophers, women philosophers in literature, because men philosophers are like very very famous. We know Albert Camus. Okay, like even from the start we know Plato, Aristotle, so they all just men everywhere. So yeah, we should actually take our time to read women philosophers, but we should also sit back and think about the themes of the philosophies, because philosophies are not perfect. Okay, none, no philosophy is perfect. No human, because they're given by human beings, and human beings are perfect. You should never ever make your personality about one philosopher, one philosophy. Okay, understand everything and try to apply everything in your life as much as you can. You gotta learn from everywhere, you gotta learn from people, from authors, but do not completely agree with anyone and do not completely disagree with anyone. There is always gonna be one point where the person is wrong, and that doesn't have to be, world has destroyed, like world would destroy Vala and wrong, but that would be wrong, all right, and that is fine, because I love Murakami, but he doesn't write women well. I do accept his fault. Okay, and like this Ayn Rand, I loved the philosophy, but I do not did not enjoy the execution of it. So yeah, this is how we should do our readings, that we may enjoy one part, but we should know that what we did not really like. Okay, so that was the first book, and the second book, I'll keep it short because I have talked about it earlier as well. It is Naoki Higashi's book, The Soul Catcher. And as I have said it in earlier videos, that I bought it for the aesthetics. I'm sorry. I bought it for the aesthetics, and I am not ashamed of it. It is a collection of 11 short stories, and every short story has different characters, for obviously. And the short stories, what the concept is same, like in most of the books that contains short stories. The concept is that people, when they die, their soul can reside in an object. They can haunt an object, and they can observe people with that object. Okay, but they cannot do anything. They are just sitting there, like they are just soul of the object, and they cannot do anything. They cannot move, or they cannot indulge in affairs of human beings. So yeah, this was it, and I liked a few stories. I liked the story about the kid who became his favorite swing, or like he called it blue string or something, and it was beautiful. I also liked the story, like Rosen, the mother who became the Rosen of his son, so that she could, observe him playing a cricket match. I think that was a baseball match. I like these, and I liked also where the man became journal of his wife. Okay, and that was pretty. Okay, I liked a few stories, but some of them were creepy as hell. What do you mean you wanna be a lip balm of your crush's girlfriend so that you can kiss that guy? Disgusting. What do you mean you wanna be a name tag of a woman that you just meet? Like, you do not know anything about her. You just know her name and you just wanna be her name tag. That was weird, but I mean, I can let it pass. And what do you mean you wanna be a fan of your married teacher because you have crush on him? And yeah, that was also not that bad if you wanna call it that. But these were not for me. These are very creepy and very stalking behavior. I do not care if they're souls or anything, but it just wasn't it because the intentions were very weird and very. Matlab, I just do not understand some of these and a girl talking like shit, like the soul being shitty towards a girl because she wears bold lipsticks, like red lipsticks and sharp eyeliners. That was also not it for me because why are we in 2026 judging women for how they do your make for how they do their makeup? Okay, we are all women. At least let us stick together for each other, at least for each other's likings. So yeah, and yeah, that is all. This book was fine for me. These two, both of them were 3 stars for me. It was all right. I do not hate it, but I do not love it. Some of the stories I hate, some I like. So yeah, yeah, it was all right. So that is all about this video. These two books I did not enjoy. And tell me if you have read any one of them. But yeah, I do not recommend this one unless you want a read. Yeah, you wanna read a bit before bed. And if you want that, then this book is for you. Just read it before bed and get it over with. But this one I do recommend. Even though it is a 3 star for me, it might be a 4 or even a 5 star for you because I have seen Goodreads reviews that people really do like it. People are not questioning about Gaia and friends of this equality. I do not remember his name, and the whole concept like revolved around his individuality, and I somehow forgot his name and I remembered the name Gaia. The Gaia name was also given by this equality guy. And yeah, well, that is an irony, I guess. So I do recommend this because the philosophy is good and you need to understand how much it is important to have an individuality, to have a personality. So this book is good and it is a short read. If you think it is huge, no, it is not huge. It is like 105. This is the end of it, and after that it is just a manuscript. See, I do got my hands on this with I got lucky. I did. I do get lucky with books, and I did not really think of buying it, and I never knew who Ayn Rand was. I just went thrifting and I bought books. Like, it is the same that happened with me. That was the same day actually. I actually bought The Bond season during that thrift as well that day. I really did hit a jackpot that day. I actually bought many books that I really enjoyed. Okay, so that is all for this video, and yes, do read Ayn Rand's Anthem. I really do recommend it even though it was not that good for me. Okay, that is all for this video, and I hope I can see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye and take care.